Turns out I'm better at doing it backwards. Welcome to Sam Outside. I'm Sam and I'm outside. So, I'm all about outside. I'm all about walking outside. And if I'm walking outside, I want you to walk in nature. But believe it or not, studies are out there. It's better by 40% more if I do it backwards. That's right. You don't hear a lot about it, but there are some amazing benefits about walking backwards. That's right. So first of all, I'm engaging entirely different muscle groups in an entirely different way. All right, same muscle groups, but in a different way. So I am definitely engaging my quadriceps a little differently, my hamstrings a whole lot differently. And that breaks it down to my calves. So, but the foundation, it's in the feet, right? So because of walking backwards, I have to change my cadence. I have to change my muscle groups. And I mean, first and foremost, I want to make sure I'm safe. So I might not get the same speed, but the intensity with which I'm walking because of the engagement of those muscle groups. Oh yeah, don't try this at home. But I'm also walking on the ice. And there are some slippery spots. So I've got some cleats on. But yeah, so what it's also doing is it's going to really help with lower back pain because I have to change the rotation, right? So it's a pelvic realignment. And it also betters my posture because I'm like up and back, right? I'm not hunched forward. So while I'm walking backwards, engaging different muscle groups, changing my pelvis and my posture, what's also happening is, because of all this, my mind perceives body placement differently in its environment. So it's kicking in this an entirely different cognitive approach to my walking. All right, I get to perceive the world in a different manner, but every once in a while, you're right, I have to glance back. I've got to, I'm not necessarily focused on my feet. So I'm very, very aware of my surroundings. But obviously, out here on the lake, very little to trip on. Oh, it's possible, I'm going to slip. But, hey, falling is fun. It's the landings that hurt, right? Yeah. So, got to make some good choices about how and when. But if you can, when you can, I'm burning 40% more calories. That's right. I'm also engaging my immune system because of the difference this is making to my lymphatic system, because I'm jostling my organs around differently than if I were walking forward, which is going to improve my digestion. So, believe it or not, you can really, really help with how you digest your food if you walk about 10, 15 minutes after a meal. And then you start walking backwards. Well, yeah, forget about, acid reflux, forget about bloating, forget about the gas. All right. So yeah, this is going to make a world of difference. All right. So, because of this difference also, I'm releasing more endorphins. That's right. I mean, I'm practically giddy right now just talking about it. Seriously. Serotonin level increased. But because I have this hyper focus on my environment, my surroundings, I don't really consider this stressful. I'm sure it might be for some, especially if it's the first time going out. But my cortisol production's right down. And the fact that I'm doing it in nature, I mean, it's so much better. So my metabolic rate, along with my digestion, my metabolic rate is increased. Cardiovascularly, this is different because, again, I'm engaging different muscle groups. So 40% more impact if I'm walking backwards. Yeah, go down that rabbit hole. The research is out there, all right? Walking is amazing. Walking backwards, even better. All right. Go outside. All right, make sure you're safe, right? Please don't go get hurt and say, well, this guy on YouTube said it was better. All right, so make good choices about when and where. And I've been doing this for years, mostly as a strategy when I'm working with groups in outdoor education. I've got a group of 20, 30 kids in front of me. I'm taking them to a playing field or taking them to an activity. And, I want to count heads. That lifeguard in me is like 2, 4, 6, right? And then, I want to engage with a couple that are right there. But, yeah, and after a while they start, why are you walking backwards? Well, I'm in training, constant training, right? Self-improvement. Yeah, but it's how I manage the group. I keep an eye on them, right? Just kind of, I'll turn around and walk forward again. But, yeah, I've been doing it for years. And it works, all right? Be careful. Go outside. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.